Okay, so I'm replacing my CH Pro pedals, which must be close to 25 years old. I've repaired them a couple of times, but they're just too jittery. And so I'm buying some VKB rudder pedals, which don't have toe brakes, and the CH Pro pedals do. So I'm looking here at how I can work around that. Of course, you have keyboard functions to apply the brakes, either both or left or right, but they're digital, and so it's all on or all off, and that can make an aircraft get pretty squirrely when you're trying to slow down after landing. So let's take a look here. What I've done is I've unmapped my controls so that we can go through the whole process. First thing we want to do is add a modifier, because what I want to do is switch my throttle between the throttle function and the wheel brakes function. I don't want them tied together. Um, so let's just take a look at how we can do that. First, we're going to add a modifier, and I have a Warthog throttle, and so we're just going to add a button from that. And I'm just going to select that, push a button, say OK. That made it a modifier. Now we need to go back to Axis commands, and first we'll set up our thrust, and we're going to go to thrust on the throttle. And what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to add a modifier to this. This is just my throttle, up, forward, and back. So we're going to say OK on that. You can see that it's working. And then the wheel brake, we're going to use the same axis, but we're going to add a modifier. And then we're going to go forward and back on that. We're going to say OK. And now let's just see how they work. All right, I haven't pushed the button. There's my thrust. I'm going to push the button and release. And now there's my brakes. I want to switch back, push that button again. And there's my thrust. So I can switch them back. Unfortunately, there's no indicator in the aircraft which is active. And so you just have to, if you want to look, just look at your brakes, look at your pedals, or look at your throttle, see which one's moving, and then switch it if it's not the one you want. So that's one workaround here for analog toe brakes on an existing axis that's already mapped to something else.